Hello students, welcome to our online classes. So students, in previous classes, that is part 1, okay, we discuss about the different states like Maharashtra, Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh. So Himachal Pradesh, so different foods and different vegetables are produced. So in these classes we all discuss about that is the rest different states where they produce different agriculture. Okay, first is that is Kerala. Where is Kerala is present? Kerala is present in southernmost part of the country, that is the coastal region. Okay, this is known as Kerala region. Okay, the climate and soil in my states, the cultivation of the seasonal of the perennial crops, it is the famous for the, you know that the Kerala is the spices of the garden. Why it is called spices of the garden? There is so much amount of spices are produced, that is spices like pepper, cardamom, arachnoids, cinnamon and nutmeg are grow in very well. So many of these friends of the use of the tea, coffee and plantation. We also grow in the ginger, rice, tapioca and coconut. In the why it is produced in coconut? Because in the coastal region there is so much amount. You see that Kerala is the coastal part of the region. In the coastal part region there is so much amount of coconut also produced. Then next comes to Odisha. Odisha is also a coastal region, coastal part of our country, coastal region. This is the coastal region. Okay, so in coastal region rice is grows in very well because in this regions there is so much amount of rain is occur. So in rice productions constant water is also required for production of the rice. India produce one tenth of the rice in India. Odisha produced 1/10 portion of the rice is produced in India. Apart from this rice, we also grow in pulses, groundnut, sugar canes, corn, coconut also grow in this coast. You know that the coastal region, the coconut produced in the very well. So in Odisha coconut also produced. Apart from this coconut, they also produce pulses, groundnuts, sugar canes and corn. Okay. Then next comes to Rajasthan. You know that Rajasthan is the desert regions where is the very little amount of the Rajasthan, where the westernmost part of the region is the desert region. So in the desert region there is very little amount of rainfall is occur. So this is because so very oil seeds like rapeseed, mustard and some of the groundnuts are also produced. The largest producer of the edible oil. So in this region largest producer of the edible oil, the oil which you eat in your daily life, that is edible oil. That is largest producer of edible oil, that is Rajasthan. Apart from this like pulses, millets, barley comes, these crops are grow in well rotations. Most of the do not have the large fields. We have the mechanized the equipments. We follow the traditional methods. Then next comes to Assam. You know Assam, most of the tea come from the Assam. Where is the Assam present? That is the northeast region, that is Assam is present. In this region, that is Assam is present. That is the hilly region. In hilly region there is so much amount of tea plantation occur. So you know the tree the drinking now in the form of a tea estates. Tea estate matlab tea industry. Okay, as rain is very heavily of the Assam and grow in different varieties of the rice. In this region also rice is occurs. Countryside occurs acre of the paddy fields also occur. Rice field, that is paddy fields. Far of the, as you can see, apart from rice they also produce wheat, maize, coconut and arachnoids. Then next comes to Andaman Island. Where is Andaman Island present? In Andaman Island present, that is an union territory. Andaman is a union territory. Andaman Nicobar. This region is the Andaman Nicobar Island, and the capital of Andaman Nicobar, that is Port Blair. Okay, this is the union territory of the India. So it is a coastal region. So it is a island. So in this region In this region, the paddy is the main crop. Paddy is the main crop of the paddy is not being cultivated, but the pulses, oil seeds, vegetable are not cashew, coconut. Why coconut? Because of the coastal regions or islands are main crops of these islands. Mangoes, sapota, oranges, bananas, papayas, pineapples, very grown in this region. Spices like pepper, cloves, and cinnamon, not one are growing in these regions. The next comes to same yet difference. Every state has the customs and tradition and food. Every state, every state different states and different geographical condition, different food habits of course. So different food habits, and they also celebrate different customs and different traditions. Okay, despite from the varieties of the, that 28 plus 9, 37 or 36 total मिलाकर. Okay, Indians are the not divided on the basis of the food habits. Rice, India is mostly eaten, that is rice, rotis, pulses, vegetables cooked in almost every house occurs in India. However, they are cooked in how frequently varies from of the region, state to state. Different states and different food habits, but commonly they all the houses they also eat like rice, rotis, pulses, and vegetables. These are the common. Okay, they also eat. You also eat from north to south and east to west. Okay, spices that means mostly occur in Kerala regions, where that is Kerala is known as the spices of garden. Okay, so the spices are gathered in the garden of the one of the evening. It is the anode of the people do not think of the food. Pulses are grain like fruits, vegetables, milk, sweets, pizzas, and bajaras of the foods. So do not people realize of the taste of the colors. So after all we have the color state of the flavor of the. So you see that is turmeric, that is ginger, red chili, black peppercorn, so cardamom. These are the different plant of the spices. Different plants of the spices. You see, so students, this is all about your food that produced in different states of our country. I hope you understand this topic. Okay, thank you.